Welcome back, guys. So I saw there was a new optic out, and it's a brand new company. They just came out as well. They have one optic so far, and the company's called Neo Optics. I reached out to them, and they were cool enough to send me out one of their optics to try out. This is the HH1, which stands for Hog Hunter 1, and you can see right there it's turned on. There is the reticle. It's not going to show the reticle that well, I don't think. That might show up pretty good, I'm not sure. This reticle looks just like looking through EOTech. It's got the kind of fuzzy ring, and it's got the crisp center dot. Now, I do have two other EOTechs to compare this to. I did take it out today, and I did shoot side by side. I mean, you guys can't see it, but I was able to. I used down here, I think you can see it right there in the corner. That is my it's an XPS 3-0. And I got another one over here, which is probably off screen. That's the XPS 2-2, which has the two dots, one over top the other one. But that reticle on this looks identical to an EOTech. It's like you pick one up, shoot with it, you pick the other one up, shoot with it. One is almost indistinguishable from the other. EOTech, you have that shroud that goes around it, and that's pretty much the only difference. It looks like the screen lens, the viewing area is about the same size as the EOTech. Lighter than the EOTech for sure. It takes a CR123 battery just like an EOTech. This has an advertised 750 hours, where both of my EOTechs have an advertised 600 hours. I don't know if they're being conservative with their battery life on this, but we are going to find out. This does have night vision mode. It is not its own button like the EOTech is, but this one here, you hold that rear button down for 5 seconds and it goes into night vision mode. When it out of night vision, I held the front button for 5 seconds and it came out of night vision mode. Now, the only discernible trait I could see between the EOTech and the Neo Optics was when you get to brightness level 8 and you get to the full brightness level on the EOTech, it's almost like the same difference between 7 and 8 on this. If it was to go to 9, it would be exactly the same brightness as an EOTech wide open. This is extremely usable in the sun. I was able to look up at the sun with it, wide with the optic all the way up. I was going to say wide open, but all the way up, and you can still see the ring looking through the sun. Yeah, today we had this strapped to the Bear Creek Arsenal 45. I reached out to them as well. They sent me one of their 45 ACPs to review. Finished up the 500 round view today on it. I had ran the first 75 rounds with a Romeo 5, and I ran another like 450 rounds through it today. With this, it was super easy to zero. Put it right on the gun. I was shooting about 6 inches low and about 3 inches to the right. I was able to bring that over and up and get a really good bullseye on this. It held zero throughout the whole entire day. I did not have any single issue with this at all. I mean, none. It ran. You know, shooting 450 rounds through it is not going to be an end-all be-all test. I do plan on testing this a lot more. I'm going to put this on a lot of different guns. Anything I review in the next few months, unless it's another red dot, this is going to go on it, because I want to see how long this battery is going to last. I want to see how this thing holds up. I'm not going to torture test it. I'm not going to drop it. I'm not going to throw it. I'm going to use it. I mean, I might, if my gun falls, I'll let you know. If I really don't drop guns on purpose, it happens. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I don't plan on throwing this or dropping this just to test it, because this is a very nice optic. I want to see how it holds up under normal use, not abuse. It also has an anti-reflective coating on the front and looks very, very similar to the EOTech. I did notice outside in the sun today when it was super bright, there was a slight tint to the screen, but it was nice. It wasn't like it was obstructing the view at all. It almost like it made shooting toward light better. I haven't shot with this at night yet. We're going to go do some night shooting with it. I've got some digital night vision that we're going to play around with in the next few weeks, and we'll definitely be using this for the video for the night vision shooting, because I want to see how a budget holographic sight and a budget set of night vision, how well that works together. I want to show that whether you can or cannot have budget options and still have a decent, reliable setup. But so far, I really like this optic. It's, like I said, I've I've got maybe an hour behind it shooting those 450 rounds a day. But yeah, so far I'm really happy with this. I can't wait to get it out and shoot it some more, put it on some other guns. The windage and elevation is here on the sides, and that is a very tactile click on this. It's like when you click that, it is very audible. Today I used my Leatherman. I'll adjust it up too and let you hear it. Actually, my microphone's down here. We'll turn it up too, and the back down too. And the other one is just as audible. You can see, I don't know where you're going to hear that from the microphone, but it's a very audible click, and it's a very firm click. It's not like you're not sure if it's in there or not. It's clicks in and it's like black, it's there. This mounts on a standard Picatinny mount. This is your mounting screw right here. Only issue I could find that might be a problem later is the way this screw hangs down past the Picatinny mount. Now when I had my EOTech on my Galil, that steel case ammo was coming out of the ejection port, and it was beating the crap out of the bottom of the EOTech. And that hanging down there, I would kind of be afraid that it might break that off. I'm not sure what that screw's made out of, but the circle is not what that tightens up off of. This tightens up off of this right here. You can see it's got a ledge. That is what tightens this up, not that piece right there. So maybe they can make just a standard, Allen set screw. That way it doesn't hang down as much, and it might be a little bit less snag proof or snag prone. But that's basically the only thing I can see that might be an issue at all with the optic. Other than that, I mean, this thing, looking through the front and through the back, looks a lot like an EOTech. The anti-reflective coat, let me try to get you see there, it's got that right there. Is that light over here, and there is a light reflection, but it's no worse looking at that. Look at the front of a EOTech. Like, you put them both up like this, it's the same. I'm not going to pull that off there because I don't want to lose zero on that. But yeah, this thing is very, very well built for what it is. But let me know if you heard of the Neo HH1, the Hog Hunter 1. Let me know if you've heard about this, and if you got any time behind it, because I'm really liking this. I do appreciate them sending this out to the channel for review. Like I said, this is not the first and only review you're going to see on this. We're going to do quite a few. I want to see how well this does under magnification, how it does, under digital night vision. I want to see how it does at night. I want to see how it does at distance. So this is going to be a fun experiment here, fun test. But if you got any questions about this, drop them in the comments. If I can't figure them out, I'll get a hold of Neo and ask them. And as always, thanks for watching. Stay safe, and let's take back our Second Amendment.